What up, Card Kingdom family? Kenji back for some more drafting here on Magic Online. Got some more of this vintage cube. You know what the deal is. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all of your Magic card needs. The vintage cube has been pretty darn fun. I mean, all vintage cubes are nice. There was a little bit of just like getting tired of it since they bring it back so frequently now, but they've added some new cards, so it always changes slightly, even if the core archetypes and whatever remain the same. Anyways, what I've been really enjoying in this cube is actually just forcing Storm. Now, you don't need me to do much to force Storm, but Storm in this iteration has been really cool because you have a lot of other alternate Storm win cons, not just like your normal Brain Freeze and Tendrils, although I do think Brain Freeze is the best of the Storm win cons. With that being said, I'm going to first pick this Mystical Tutor. If you wanted to just stay the most open, like Tropical Island makes a lot of sense. Plenty of solid cards, but let's go with the Mystical Tutor because I'm looking to be storming. And with that being said, I'm going to second pick this Bolas's Citadel. So one of the coolest includes for this version of the cube and Storm is the Aetherflux Reservoir. That's the 4-mana artifact that whenever you cast a spell, you gain 1 life for each spell cast this turn. So with something like Bolas's Citadel, it's really easy to go infinite. And the nice thing is not many people want to take cards like Aetherflux Reservoir. So let's do this. Let's see if we can get some goodies. There's a nice little High Tide here, Azorius Signet. High Tide is the easy choice here. While blue Signets are fantastic, and even more better because I've taken the Citadel. You know, so if we picked up a Tinker, that would have a lot of utility. The High Tide is just so good. It's one of those cards that if you're playing Storm, you always want to have, and if you don't have it, you wish you did, you know? So let's do that. Here we can take a little bit of a different choice. I'm going to go with the Dimir Signet, but I think you could very easily take Bribery if you just wanted like a 5-mana blue win con. One of the better blue win cons in the cube. I mean, there are a bunch of blue win cons like this and Treachery and whatever. But like I said, I like forcing the Storm. I'm going to take the Dimir Signet. I'm going to hope that Basalt Monolith comes back around. And we are still just going to be really pleased with this initial Storm start. Okay, on to our next pick. A couple good options here. We've got like Dream Halls. This is another fun include. A lot of the times the Dream Halls isn't good in the decks that I build just because I have so many artifacts, but 5-mana enchantment, rather than pay the mana cost for a spell its control, may discard a card that shares a color. So if you have a bunch of draw 7 effects, you can do some good stuff with Dream Halls. Mishra's Workshop, usually pretty darn good. There's a Gruul Signet here. Funny thing is, I actually think Gruul Signet went up a lot in my estimation of, or in my Storm builds in this cube, because a lot of times I actually don't play black as a main color. In the old vintage cubes Storm decks, you generally want to be blue-black for rituals and stuff like that, and tutors, you know, Tendrils of Agony. But this time around, you don't need the black to win. In fact, I could just run the Citadel off of like Tinker and have no black sources. Very nice 7th or 6th pick here. Coalition Relic, I think, is a little bit better than the Paradoxical Outcome, but this is another one of those new includes that's just super fun in Storm. Okay, there's a Fact of Fiction here, Flooded Strand, Lotus Petal. Again, another amazing pack here for us. The Petal can lead to more busted openers, but I'm guessing the Fact of Fiction is going to be the right choice, especially if we don't get many draw 7 effects. Now, there are a ton in the cube. You know, you have OG Time Twister, you have Time Spiral, you have Echo of Eons, you have Wheel of Fortune, a few others I'm probably forgetting now, but I think here I like taking the Fact of Fiction over another mana source since we already have so many of those. Agent of Treachery. That's another new include, although not really for the Storm deck. Chain of Vapor has been really impressive for the Storm deck, especially if you can get a lot of the cheap mana accelerants. It's not particularly good with like Signets, but if you can get power like Mox or Soul Ring or stuff, that type of thing, you can really get a lot of mana. I will take the Tendrils here. Like I said, I think this is the weakest of the Storm win cons, just because, one, it is the hardest to cast with double black and 2. 2, you have to have the most Storm with it generally, and 3, it is not always the easiest. Well, I guess that goes along with 1 and 2. It's just not as good. Let's put it that way. Chrome Mox here, pretty easy over Baleful Strix. Yeah. This is going very well. I could take Thief of Sanity for a backup win con, but let's take the Brazen, as that's just a good main deck interactive card. But going back to that point I was saying, red and green. Like, green in this format for the Storm deck, you know, you got like Fast Bond, Heartbeat of Spring, some other mana accelerants. In red specifically, you get Underworld Breach, and that goes along with Brain Freeze being, I think, the best win con for Storm. Underworld Breach is just so absurd. It's better than Yawgmoth's Will, I think, in these Storm decks. But we'll just have to see if we can find those in packs 2 or 3. I mean, worst case scenario, I already have technically a win con, right? It might not be the one that I want, but this alone means we can just continue to hard force the Storm and not be concerned about finding something. Because a lot of times in Storm, you know, you're looking for a win con. Maybe, I don't know if they got rid of Empty the Warrens, but maybe you haven't seen any Brain Freezes or Tendrils, and then you're forced to take like an Empty the Warrens, and it's just really awkward. Anyways, we don't have to worry about that. Holy smokes, that workshop is amazing. Like right now, the workshop is already good with Double Signet, Relic, and even the Citadel, right? Hey, we wheeled the outcome too. Okay, so yeah, this is going about as perfect as we could hope for. We are missing the big card draw effects, the draw 7s I was talking about earlier. But otherwise, I'd say that was a pretty ideal pack 1. Pack 2 gives us, looks like a Narset Parter of Veils. City of Traders is solid with all the artifacts. Strip Mine is always good. Fiery Islet, Seething Song, Rona's okay as a new include. Riftwing, Fatal Push for interaction. Easy Narset for me. Especially since, you know, I keep talking about all the draw 7s, and Narset is just good when you have those draw 7s to turn off your opponent from getting all of them. Very, very nice pack again. Wow, Fable of the Mirror Breaker too. Mox Diamond, Mishra's Bauble, Rafine's Tower, Zurin Orb, Dark Ritual, Counterspell, Cabal Ritual. A very, very incredible pack. How do I want to do this? I think it's going to be pretty easy to get 2 cards out of this pack, so which ones do we want? I've had some really, really good fun with Zurin Orb in this cube, because you can assemble, and this is a card that they took out a while ago but then brought back in for this version, but you can assemble like Zurin Orb, Crucible of Worlds, and Fast Bond, just to gain infinite life. A couple good synergies with Zurin Orb as well, but I don't think that's going to be our choice. Fable's so insane, even in Vintage, that it might be worth picking here. But I'm guessing if I take Dark Ritual, I can wheel the Cabal Ritual or the Mox Diamond, which seems better. Especially since I have the Citadel, the Dark Ritual looks really good. Time Warp, Memory Jar, Worn Power Stone, there's a Leovold here. I think Time Warp is just a safe card to have. Sometimes you do brick in these Storm decks, and Time Warp can give you an extra turn. Or sometimes it's just a glorified Explore type effect, but I think I like that since Memory Jar generally wheels anyways. Now this one might be one of the old school blue-black Storm decks. Displacer Kitten, another really, really fun one they've brought into the cube. This is going to be fantastic with all of the mana rocks. It's great with Narset. There are a lot of fun things that you can do with Displacer Kitten. I don't have any of the big mana rocks right now, right? This is best with the like Grim Monolith, Mana Vault, Soul Ring, Basalt Monolith type cards where you're netting 2 or 3 mana every time, but still a fun one for sure. There's the first draw 7 for us. And I would not be surprised if we wheel Metalworker, Mind's Desire, and Mindslaver. Or one of the 3 at least, right? How many cards are in this pack? Not enough to wheel everything, but yeah, there's a draw 7. And that effectively gives us 2 draw 7s in a sense, because I have the Mystical Tutor to go and find it. Right now we do have Gruul Signet for fixing and Relic for fixing, so even without having any like red lands, we still have a couple of ways to cast this already. Oh no, our next pack has two of the cards we're looking for. Oracle and Breach. That's gross. I think you have to take the Underworld Breach here, because the Oracle is really only specifically good if you can get the Brain Freeze, in my opinion, whereas Breach can just be game ending even if you don't have Brain Freeze. Now, there are technically enough cards in this pack that I could take the Breach and wheel the Oracle, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. We'll just take the Breach here and be happy with it. The nice thing about Oracle is that it's a backup win con when you have Brain Freeze, right? If you have Underworld Breach and Brain Freeze, you can Brain Freeze the opponent out very, very easily. But, that being said, if your opponent has any Eldrazi or other shuffle effects that can stop that, then being able to Breach, Brain Freeze yourself, and then Oracle is just a really good win con, a safer win con. Nice pack here. I probably have to take Blood Crypt for fixing over the Upheaval. Good pack. Goblin Welder can also be very, very good, especially if we wheel the Mindslaver. But like getting the Citadel in our graveyard somehow and then welding it back could be nice. That's a possible play for sure. Pretty easy blue-red fixer. Great pickup over the Seething Song, I believe. Okay, wow. Crazy wheel. Wow, even the Volcanic Island wheeled? I guess I have to take that instead. Sheesh. Counterspell wheeling, Boros Signet, Zern Ore, but yeah. I don't really care for Past in Flames. That Volcanic was just nuts. Did get the jar back. Perfect. I mean, at this rate, we are wheeling everything. I might get the Thassa's Oracle back, and then if we can do that, if we can get the Brain Freeze in pack 3, that would be pretty damn good. I'm still missing draw 7s. Like, I don't love Memory Jar as a draw 7. I think all of the sorcery draw 7s are better. Okay, there's Desire. That's pretty good too. And the, oh yeah, I guess it's just the most open. Nobody is in Storm. Now, I did kind of force it, so maybe not too surprising. Kitten right now is a little bit medium. I'm going to say the Workshop's probably a cut right now as well without getting like 3 or 4 more castable artifacts. Oh, there we go. Wow, what a crazy pack this is. In fact, we have the infinite combo now if we want to. Displacer Kitten, Teferi, Chrome Mox, or any 0 mana effect like that. Because you don't need to exile anything, right? It's not like Mox Diamond. You can still play this and not exile anything. So the combo here is that Teferi bounces Chrome Mox, you recast the Chrome Mox, Displacer Kitten flickers Teferi, resets it, and then you get to keep doing that again and again, drawing your entire library. This is a tough pick. Time Twister's insane, Demonic Tutor's insane, hell, Bergie's even good, and Teferi with the Displacer Kitten, like I said, is an infinite combo. I think the draw 7 is probably a little bit too good here, but that was a crazy pack. Oh, there's Time Spiral. Oh, there's Tolarian Academy too. Oh, man. Again, I guess my artifact count isn't that good, so it's probably just got to be the Spiral here. I need more fast mana, though. There's a Frantic Search. That's perfect. Ah, so is Rakdos Signet. That's really tough. Frantic Search is so busted, and we have like the High Tide with it, but I almost wonder if, especially after picking up all those draw 7 effects, if I just take the Signet specific, yeah. I don't think this is, like, Frantic Search is a much better card, but I think at this point Signet makes more sense. That's tough. That was really tough. Let's see. Anything good here? Teferi, no. Battlesphere, no. Stomping Ground Foundry, no. Skydiver's good. It doesn't really go with our plan, though, so it would just be like a good individual card, which I don't know if we want. Yeah, this pack's kind of bad. I guess I'll just take the Skydiver for sideboard. So things I'm on the lookout for. Somehow we could probably still get Tinker, given how blue was so, or is so open, right? I mean, that counterspell coming around on the wheel was a good sign of that. A couple more artifacts. I think as it stands, the workshop is just a little bit too weak to play. Yikes, this pack is also really bad for us. What does Savai do? Red and black and white? You really don't want to have too many tap lands in a deck like this. But that is a red-black fixer. I guess that's the card that's most likely to be played here. It's too bad. I mean, looking at it, this paradoxical outcome also doesn't do too much for us. Paradoxical seems like a pretty easy cut, especially since we've picked up so many good other draw 7s anyways. Dak? Okay, that's fantastic. Dak, Portal would be okay, Damnation would be okay, Pyretic Ritual would be okay. Yeah, Dak's way too good. Ooh, there's the Helm of Awakening too. That's a nice pickup. 2 mana, artifact, spells cost 1 less to cast. And that is, yeah, amazing for the Storm deck. This is pick 7, so we still got one more chance at like Brain Freeze too. Brain Freeze or Tinker. One more Mana Rock. We lost on that, what, Basalt Monolith a little bit earlier. Lion's Eye Diamond. Oh, and the Reservoir! No! Oh, man. You have to take Lion's Eye Diamond here. Oh, that's so sick. I can't get both. Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, the Lion's Eye Diamond is going to make the deck, the deck tick. Bergie is not bad. Spellseeker's not, Spellseeker's medium. Never mind, it's Bergie for sure. Ah! That hurts. Saheeli's great, Talisman's great. Even the blue-red land is pretty good. Is this just a tutor, though? This might just be tutor. I think that makes the most sense. Nothing here for us. Yeah, no fetches to make those lands do anything, sadly. Ritual, I don't think we need, or slash want even. Yeah, we're like 1 or 2 cards off of being insane, but it still looks like a really solid Storm deck, I think. Wish we had picked up Tinker. Let's see. So Oracle, I think, is going to be a cut here. Maybe even the Jar. I guess the Oracle actually can still... The Oracle with like Wheel of Fortune and Underworld Breach is pretty spicy. $16 lands, probably doable here. This workshop is just so borderline. I'm not sure we want to run it. Or if we do, I'd run it as like the 17th land. I just don't think it's quite good enough. It's almost good enough, but it's not quite good enough. We can probably just run the other red-black land in its place. Damn, this deck is so close. So close, but I'm pretty sure it's a little bit off. I'm kind of debating if we still want to get the Displacer Kitten in the deck too. It's probably fine. I don't know, maybe Breach isn't actually good enough here. Because we have Time Twister and Time Spiral anyways to shuffle everything back. It could just be that I cut the Breach in the Oracle and bring in the Kitten. Is that crazy? Because without Brain Freeze, these cards get a lot worse, I think. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'll run 17 lands with the Savai Triome. It's a lot of mana sources, but we have a lot of card draw effects, so I think that makes sense. We definitely do not need 3 mountains. In fact, we probably only need 1 mountain. Actually, I could probably go 0 mountains. 9, that would be 10 islands for High Tide. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Looks good. Again, a couple cards short. Cutting Breach and Oracle feels really bad. I wouldn't be surprised if Breach is still pseudo-correct to play. Because now I am fully all in on what, Tendrils? The more I think about it, the more I probably want to run these just for backup still. Yeah, I get the cat back out. Maybe I run 41 YOLO. Let's go like this and go to our first round. Alrighty, here we are for round 1 of this vintage cube draft with our Forced Stormination. This is the kind of hand that you keep and you pray with, because it has a lot of accelerants, good mana, but no actual, well, action. So this is a hand that is, yeah, obviously we just need to draw one of our relevant spells. Now, we do have a lot of relevant spells that we can draw, though, so that's the nice thing. Any number of cards. I don't want to say, like, instant win, but yeah, a lot of stuff will get us to a place where it will be in a good spot. So things like Mystical Tutor, Insane, Wishclaw Talisman, Narset, Dak, Time Twister, Wheel of Fortune, Factor Fiction, Time Spiral, Citadel. So actually, yeah, a ton of good hits for us. Does this make that, or does that make that kind of keep good? Maybe not. But we don't know what we're playing against. It's game 1, round 1, so I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit. See, lands. Lands are not good draws right now. Blue, green. Okay. Sylvan Caryatid. All right, now would be a good time to draw something spicy. Well, these are the risks we take. I kept a very, very speculative hand, and so far the first 2 draws have actually just been the stone cold worst. No spells among them. But all it takes, again, is like any of the draw 7s or Citadel off the top, and we're in a good spot. Spell Seeker, that might be grabbing Channel. That's grabbing Time Walk. Okay, that in itself is not too bad if they don't have much to do with it. There we go. That is exactly the type of thing we were looking for. Okay, so we are going to lead with Helm of Awakening here. Actually, I guess we can lead on Dark Ritual technically, can't we? In fact, we probably want to go like this and hold up as much blue as we can. Oh, I haven't played a land yet. We don't need to play a land. Actually, what lands do I have in my deck? It's probably still correct to play out a land. Yeah. Here we are. Okay. That was a decent set of hits. So Signet is free with Helm of Awakening. Let's see, what did we get them to discard? Time Walk, Natural Order, Time Twister, Remand, Courser, Bribery. Yeah, that's pretty scary. Let's see. Signet for free, or for 1, effectively. But it adds 1. Kind of like just playing out the Burgie here, I think. I mean, what happens if I go for Time Twister? What does that accomplish, you know? Let's see. Time Twister would cost 2 mana. I'd have 1 floating. We could... Yeah, we don't really do much from there, so it's probably just right to continue to set up, and I think I like running out the Burgie. And then saying go. Now, the opponent gets to untap here with a full grip of cards, and Helm of Awakening is both players. So, nothing is guaranteed here. This is Vintage Cube. They could very, very easily ruin my life. Yeah, they have a Signet for free. Okay, if they're just ramping, that's good. We don't care about minor ramping. They have 1, 2. They have 3 mana left over currently. That's fine. Okay. Hey, that was really good. That's about as good as we could hope for, as long as they don't have counter magic. All right. So once again, let's just go island. Tap like this. Twister adds a red. And should we be able to win from here? Probably. Wishclaw Talisman. Tutors for... Do I have a good untap effect? Time Spiral. Do I have enough mana for that? Let's see, I would have 1 floating. I'd be 1 short. What else can I tutor for? Could just keep spinning and cast... could just keep spinning and cast Time Warp, I guess? Talisman into Time Warp. I guess we could just Wheel of Fortune. That's kind of interesting. I don't have any disruption for their hand, or I don't have like a Gitaxian Probe to look at their hand either. Because we did see Remand, which they can cast. And they're going to have a lot of mana next turn too, so... kind of want to just go greedy, though. I don't know if there's a right way to do this. Could get Lion's Eye Diamond, too. Does that do anything? I guess Lion's Eye Diamond into, like, Mind's Desire? Could be okay. I guess I can just Spiral. Wait, I have enough mana to Spiral. What am I talking about? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 red floating. Well, this should be easy enough. I can just Time Warp now. And then set up for next turn. And we can keep the tutor in hand for Citadel plays. I think that makes sense. Okay, now we go float, black, black. These decks are always so convoluted. Citadel. There we go. Okay, so we cast the LED. Oh yeah, we cast the Narset. This should be the easiest win of all time. And we're generating 1 red mana every time we're casting any of these spells, so. Let's see, we can use DAC, draw 2, discard, Time Twister on top. We're at Storm 6 right now. We just need to get to 10. So, pretty simple. Actually, we don't even need to get to 10, do we? Because we have the Bolas' Citadel that we can activate with 10 permanents, so. That's 7. That's 8. We can now cast Time Warp from our graveyard with Breach. That's 9. And then Tendrils for 10. Okay. Kind of gold fishing, but it is what it is. I'm sure there were better, more efficient plays, but at some point with these type of Storm decks, once you get going, it's really hard to fail. Like, it's those type of turns where it kind of doesn't matter what you do, but there are always going to be turns where every single thing you do is extremely important, but that was not one of them. Okay, we are playing versus a blue-green rampy, but they do have permission. Brazen to buy some time is not bad. It's also actually pretty good with Wishclaw Talisman. Don't think I actually need the Time Warp, even though it was really good there. Might not need Oracle either as the backup win con. Versus blue and green, I bet you Displacer Kitten's pretty solid. Oh, that's right, I'm running 41 main deck. Whatever, 41 we go back. Alright, on the game 2 of first round, we don't have a blue source here, so this hand's pretty awkward. I mean, technically we can Talisman for 1, but I don't think that's a good keep anyways. So we'll go down to 6. And that is a very good looking 6. Pitch the Mind's Desire. Oh, they do have the turn 1 Soul Ring, or the green Soul Ring. Let's see. Yeah, I could go turn 1 Signet, turn 2 DAC, but I don't think that's good enough. I think we'd rather hold the Ritual. Would love for them to play some artifacts. They did not attack for 1. Wonder what that means. Maybe they just missed it? They didn't level it up a second time either. Rex Sage is a little bit annoying, but not the worst case scenario. Right, let's get the DAC online first. Maybe bait out a Remand. Yep, there's the Remand. Yeah, good draw for them. Nice and interactive, and some good ramp. They have access to maybe 6 mana this next turn. It's a lot of blue sources, too. Well, that is a problem. Now, we do kind of get to go off here somewhat, but they're going to tap down 2 of my lands this turn. So I can go Dark Ritual, Time Twister with LED mana as well. So it's not the end of the world. And we probably just have to go for it now because it doesn't get better, it just gets worse. So Dark Ritual, Lion's Eye, blue, Time Twister, float blue. We hit Brazen, but we didn't hit anything else. So that's obviously very bad. I guess I just cycle this Triome. I could bounce with Brazen, but I think I'm supposed to wait. Well, that is quite a weak draw 7 for us, and we just refueled their hand. So the way that we win this game is by hopefully Brazen Borrower on opposition. Oh god, strip mine too. Brazen Borrower on opposition at the end of their turn. Yeah, but them blowing up my land ruins that plan because now we're 2 turns off. Oh, and Glenelendra Archmage is one of the worst possible cards that we can see. We're locked from under that. Opposition Glenelendra is just unbeatable for our deck. Okay, so they have some really, really bad cards for us. Extremely bad cards for our deck. I actually might want the Time Warp back in after seeing that. Cut the Breach. All right, we are going to need to have a good start because they have multiple counters, including Glenelendra. They have opposition. They have some good mana dorks. This is not a good matchup for our deck. I think we're probably going to need to get a little bit lucky. All right, let's go to the third and final game here. Well, if we had one more land, I would keep that, but we're going to have to ship that down to 6. And, I mean, it's fine. This might be like turn 2 Signet, turn 3 Wheel of Fortune, and hope that they don't have like a... hope that they don't have a fast mana dork start to utilize the Wheel of Fortune. Like if they just have a turn 2 mana dork and then I go turn 3 wheel, that's not too bad. But if they go 1-drop Soul Ring or whatever, their Derogatory Speaker into another, then that's really problematic. Looks like they might be taking a mulligan as well. Oh, they went to 5. Ah, that's actually really bad. In the sense that if we Wheel of Fortune now, we're undoing their mulligan too. So depending on what they do, we might want to wait on the Wheel of Fortune and maybe try to get to Bolas's Citadel. Especially if they go down to 4. Okay, they kept a 5. Now, we did see a Time Twister in their deck as well, though, right? So maybe we go like turn 2 Signet, pass. They go turn 2 pass. Oh, they have a Sapphire too. That's right. Oh my gosh, that's very good. Hold up. That Dark Ritual... Are they going to remand this? That would suck. That Ritual will unlock our Citadel quite early. Oh, they did have the remand. Okay, well, we're actually really happy that the Signet is what got remanded, because if they had remanded the Citadel, that would have been very problematic. We're hoping they don't Time Twister here. We're also hoping they don't have Rex Sage again. Although, I guess if they had Rex Sage, I don't know if they would have remanded the Signet. Oh boy. That's another really, really bad one for us to see. Okay. No whammies, please. Just play like Springbloom Druid. Well, this probably isn't Time Twister, right? They would leave up Raphelos. Spellseeker. All right. We didn't see them have Channel last time. What did they grab last time? I don't remember. Ah, right. Time Walk. Derp. Fast Bond. Nice. All right. So, as long as we don't brick on this Citadel, we're good to go. All right. Signet. I haven't played a land yet. Oh, Narset's amazing. Signet's great again. I can Narset to get through the land. But we can also just play the land out. And then Wheel of Fortune. Oh, Cat. Oh my gosh, that's insane. I got a 9. And then we hit the Time Twister too? So, oh, this is nuts. We can float, Time Twister, flicker a Signet to start, and then after I activate Narset, I can start flickering Narset. Oh yeah, this is nuts. Okay, hit the free spell. Oh, actually, no, we want Mystical Tutor here to go grab Tendrils, right? Yeah, we just win right now. Wow, crazy, crazy, crazy. I mean, our deck's great, so. No surprise there, I guess. Activate. Let's see. We're at 9. This is 10. Flicker the Narset again. Mystical Tutor. Flicker. Put Tendrils on top. Narset. The Tendrils. And Lethal. Very, very good. Yeah. Ooh, that Displacer Kitten did some crazy stuff here. All right, and we are 1-0. Let's keep doing that. Let's go to the next round. Maybe I just add the kitty cat in the main. Because cat is kind of like another Burgie in a sense, and it is pretty stupid good when you have a Narset. I still feel like this Oracle Breach plan is just maybe not good. All right, let's do that. No Oracle Breach. We'll add the cat. Okay, let's go to round 2 here of the Vintage Cube after we swapped in the kitten. Is this a keepable hand on the play? I think we can do better. It's really close, though. I think I'm going to mulligan down to 6. Our deck is just a little bit too consistent to keep a hand like that. And this is surprisingly, I think, a keep. We pitch the Tendrils, and we can like tutor for High Tide. We can tutor for just Time Twister and fire that off on turn 3. The most important thing about this hand is that it has all of our colors and more than 2 lands. So I will lead with Island here just in case they have like a turn 1 Duress or Thoughtseize or whatever, instead of playing out the Blood Crypt. Oh, okay, we naturally drew the High Tide. Oh, interesting. In that case, what would we Mystical Tutor for now? Wow, that's weird. Okay. I guess we don't actually have a good Mystical Tutor hit. I will still run out the Blood Crypt here, I guess, even though we have High Tide in hand, because we do want a black and a red source. Okay, Mishra's Bauble. So maybe they do this on my upkeep, see what I draw for the turn. I'm not going to Mystical Tutor and deny them from seeing. That doesn't matter. You know what I could go grab here? I could go grab Dark Ritual, actually. But if the opponent's not doing anything, I guess we're not in a rush. That's a great draw. Huh. All right. I mean, they have 8 cards in their hand. Let's go Mystical Tutor now. And we're just going to get Dark Ritual here, right? Yeah. Get Dark Ritual. They go to discard. They might be discarding a fatty to reanimate. Ah, Frantic Search. Okay, so they're actually just bricking. And then we want to go Ritual. High Tide. I will go ahead and play out the mountain, even though if we drew an island off of the Time Spiral, we'd add a little bit of mana in theory. But this is still good enough, I think. Wow, these are not good. Okay. Let's see. Factor Fiction. Maybe we can hit another draw 7 effect. We're at Storm 4 with this. We can get up to 6 for Tendrils currently. Oh, gosh, I can't quite cast Citadel. But we get the Time Twister, like I said, so. Lion's Eye Diamond. Float black, add blue. They could have a counter. They could have a Force of Will or something in their deck. Ritual. We're spinning our wheels. I'm not going to Signet because that's -1 mana. If we hit Tendrils and one other spell. Oh, that wins, right? Yes, that's perfect. We go... Oh no! We're a black short. Oh my gosh, I'm a black mana short. Aren't I? Talisman for tendrils doesn't work. Can I get there with Displacer Kitten somehow? Oh, I needed an extra black. Shoot. What else can I... Oh, wait. I can Mystical Tutor and then sack the Fiery? No, that's I'm 1 mana short that way too. Oh my gosh. This is so brutal. We're so close. There must be something I'm overlooking. Wait, if I get LED, let's see. Talisman. Talisman, grab LED. No, that's neutral on mana. Can I Displacer Kitten? Displacer Kitten, Mystical Tutor. Flicker the Dimir Signet. Chrome Mox. Talisman. Oh, gosh. What can I do here? I'm so close, but so far. I needed 1 more black mana. So many spinning wheels. I wonder if it's better just to not activate and maybe just play out Coalition Relic. You know what? Let's do this instead. Wow, what a crazy fizzle. So Time Spiral's gone, Time Twister's gone, a Wheel of Fortune's gone. Do I actually have another draw 7 effect? Shoot, maybe I'm just dead now. I guess we can go grab Citadel next turn. That's crazy. And if they have a reanimate effect now, getting Sundering Titan blows up 3 of my lands. Oh, man. Wait, what? This is their best play? Oh my gosh, their hand must have sucked. Okay, well, maybe we still have a chance then. Oh, it was the very next card! Are you freaking kidding me? Alright, well. That will make it easier to win this turn, I think, if we just grab our... Citadel. That's too funny. No other way to do it, right? I have to grab Citadel. I have a lot of land bricks, though. Yeah, I lost all of my draw 7s. That's hilarious. Okay, well, Citadel it is. Oh, that's a nice start. Actually, we can just go Time Warp and set up for next turn instead. That makes more sense. There we go. And now we'll cast the High Tide off the top before we draw. Draw for turn. Great, this will probably be fine. Let's see. Oh, that's right. High Tide's active. We can go cat. Float black. Tutor. Flicker the relic. Tutor for like Mind's Desire or Factor Fiction. Yeah, Mind's Desire is good. Add black. Cast the Chrome Mox first. Flicker the relic again. No exile. Add black. Mind's Desire. Flicker the relic. Okay. And these are all free. There we go. Easy money. Crazy game, but we got there. You know what? This Displacer kitten has been pulling some serious weight. I should be flickering my, or rather doing my Narset and whatnot first, but doesn't matter. All right, and now we finish him off with the tendrils. Okay, woof. All right. Ay, 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 ay. So they're on like some reanimator plan, presumably. Which means bounce versus a fatty is not bad. Conscript stealing a fatty, that's not good enough, probably. Daredevil's generally going to be okay. I think it might just be Brazen if anything at all, but I don't think we need to. I think we just run it back. All right, on to the next game. Slightly speculative hand, but good enough to keep. Got all of our colors. Signet, some mana rocks. I think this is fine. And I will go ahead and lead out Savai for turn 1. Might be possible that ramping out into Bergie is our preferred line here. Or rather the Horn, not Bergie. Yeah, opponent has blue this time if they have counter magic. These last two matchups have not been easy. Or rather, the strategies that we've been playing against have not been great for our deck. Oh, white as well. Wait, Foundry. Okay, did not expect that. Huh. Well, maybe I will just run out the Bergie then as a little bit of bait. Mana drain. Oh, God. All right. Well, they have +3 mana this turn. This could be bad. Let's see what they got. Oh, mana drain so busted. Our deck needed a tinker so badly. Vamp Tutor. If they're doing this now, they might have a way to draw that card immediately, huh? Yep, Frantic Search. Tide Hollow Sculler Meathook. They left Meathook Massacre in. They must have not remembered to sideboard that out, or somehow they don't have a good card to replace it with. I mean, only 2 cards left in their hand, and there's not a good reanimate target. Is this Tinker? Oh, they do have the Tinker. Okay, so what did we see? Sundering Titan? Yeah, that blows up 3 lands of mine. In fact, they don't have to blow up a single one of theirs, do they? I don't even think we bother floating. That's pretty brutal. Good news for us is that they only have 1 card in their hand, so I can just run out this Helm of Awakening and... Like, they have me on a 3-turn clock, so... It ain't over yet. That Chrome Mox will also be pretty good. All right, so we go land, pass. End of turn, we tutor for... I guess we'd rather tutor for Wheel of Fortune here. Because we don't want to draw any of those things that are in our graveyard. I could try to go YOLO. I could like grab Dark Ritual and then go Dark Ritual, Chrome Mox, Mind's Desire for 3, but that seems miserable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I'm gonna Time Spiral. I could Time Spiral rather and have 3 mana left over. Can I win if I Time Spiral and only have 3 mana left? It doesn't look like I have many ways to win from there. You know what? I'm going to go for it. I think we're going to grab Dark Ritual and go Dark Ritual, Chrome Mox for nothing, Mind's Desire, and Pray. I like that a lot. Let's just go big or go home. Oh my god, I tapped my... Oh, no. Never mind. For some reason, I thought I tapped my only other blue source, but I didn't. All right. Mind's Desire for 3. Talisman. Swamp. Ah! Oh, did they have another counter anyways? Okay. Well, then it didn't matter. Then it did not matter in the slightest. So, I think we're actually supposed to, like, cut Savai Triumph then. I guess I probably should add a replacement mountain or swamp, but... Yeah, black. That makes their Sundering Titan a little bit worse. All right, we'll be on the play here. That is not a good hand. It's like borderline passable, but we can do so much better. Wow, this hand is garbage too. Sheesh. So I can go to 5, or I can just go for Time Twister turn 3, and I think I'd rather go to 5. Okay. Kind of want to pitch the High Tide, but I guess this is probably our best chance at winning. Our odds are really low. Again, not a good matchup, it feels like, and yeah. We're going to need a lot of help. Need to find some more islands here. And we know the opponent has multiple counters. Can I have that Fact or Fiction back, please? Okay, I guess I'm just supposed to wait. It's just, I think, way too likely that they have counter in hand. I think you could probably go 1 land with Laris instead of 4 lands Laris. And they did take the Laris pile, okay. I wonder if they just play Laris and hold up counter magic. Two, 4, 6, 7, 8. All right. Well, I'm going to go for it. Mind's Desire for 3. Talisman's good. Land's not good. Signet's not good. Mana Drain for 2. Okay. And now we just have to hope that they don't have another counter for Time Spiral. Because, again, pretty obvious that they had 1 there. We'll see if they have another. Please tap out for something irrelevant. Permanent entering the battlefield causes... Okay. Ah, I don't like Frantic. They get to untap with counter magic up again. Please tap out for something irrelevant. Bobble and Rona discarded. No! Okay, I mean, I still have Wheel of Fortune I can draw and Time Twister. That's absolutely brutal, though. Oh, that's right. They can bobble from their graveyard. Very nice. Oh, Tidal Sculler was actually a double trigger, wasn't it? Nice. Hey! The actual perfect draw. You love to see it. What do we want to float here? Let's see. I guess black for like Citadel. Oh, even though I played my land already. Okay, this is very good. This is very good. So I have a ton of black mana available. We can do a pretty nice setup turn here, though. Let's see, let's get the cat online. Cat, Lion's Eye, Time Warp? Cat, Helm of Awakening, Time Warp. Oh, this is really good, man. I could just go Helm of Awakening into... we want to get the cat online, though, right? Just so much fresh mana. Yeah, let's get the cat online. Oh, crap. I can't. I messed up so badly. I can't time warp like this. What am I doing? What did I just do? I threw the game so bad. What the heck am I doing? Oh my, what did I do? I needed to play the Lion's Eye into Time Warp. Oh my gosh. I just threw the game. I let them untap with all their manas now and a Helm of Awakening on the battlefield. What was I doing? I had the right idea. I play Cat, I play Lion's Eye, I Time Warp. Yeah. Jeez, la frickin' wheeze. Okay, well, that's on me. Huge, huge mistake. Wow. What did I do? Yeah, I just clicked on the wrong artifact. I mean, it doesn't mean we're dead, but I don't like my chances. What an egregious, egregious error. So the question is now, can I beat one counter effect? I can beat one counter magic effect. I will not be able to... I mean, I might be able to beat two. Flicker doesn't matter here. Oh, man, what a huge punt. Man, that hurts a lot. It hurts a lot. Okay. Float. Cast Lion's Eye. Flicker. Float. Cast Time Warp. Flicker. They know about the Wheel of Fortune in my hand. mana leak. Let's see. So that's going to get flickered. How much mana do I have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 plus 4. Okay. So this might still work. I'm not going to pay. We flicker. We cast the Wheel of Fortune, which presumably gets countered again, flickering the Signet. And then once they counter the Wheel of Fortune, we get Fire Off Mind's Desire. I'm not going to sack the Lion's Eye. Oh, they didn't have a counter. Okay. Well, hold up then. Well, hold the frickin' phone. Maybe we're back in this, baby. Signet is free. Cast it. Flicker the Signet. Dismember the cat. Ah. Seven. So we High Tide, flicker the cat in response. Fizzle, flicker, flicker. Perfect! Oh god, we're still in this. Despite all my punts. Despite all my mistakes. This game is still ours, friends. Let's see. Float like that. Use the green, black. Narset. Did not deserve this win. But we got there anyways. Oh my gosh. Man, Storm is so crazy, bro. This cat has been MVP. How did I not start that in my main deck? We don't care about that. Alright, GG's. Woohoo! 2-0 despite my efforts. Let's go to round 3. Okay, here for the third and final round of this vintage cube draft. We're on the draw with a very slow hand, so need to hope that we either draw some more acceleration or that our opponent does not have a fast hand. Okay, turn 2 Signet. That is the card I was going to Mystical Tutor for, so that's kind of nice. Even more nice is them not doing anything this extra turn. Yeah, we're just going to set up. We might be able to actually win next turn. Oh, do they have a counter? Are we playing against another... Gosh, another blue-black deck is so problematic. 5 mana pass. Let's see. I think I just like running out Bergie here first. And if it dies, that's fine. If it doesn't, then we're still in really good shape. Four mana. Walking Ballista for 2? That's it? Uh-oh, that's not good for you, opponent. So now we don't want to play cat. We should be able to go off here, right? Do I want a Mystical Tutor end of turn or on upkeep? I guess we want to do it now. And Time Spiral makes the most sense with High Tide. Yeah. All right. High Tide, float a red. We can always brick off the Time Spiral, but they're shooting my face with Ballista. Oh, do they have a Fatal Push? They do, and they're going to Fatal Push my Burgie. Yeah! Alright, nice. Well, does that mean I can now Cat instead? No, I only have 8. Alright, Time Spiral. Using up all of our blue. Do we want to get the cat online? Do we want to play these signets? I guess the answer is yes. Doesn't matter what order I do them in, right? Wheel of Fortune. This pops off extremely hard. Very good. Okay. Float. Lion's Eye. Flicker. Wait, does it though? I'm one short of being able to Mind's Desire or something? Oh no. Do I peter off by 1 mana again? I think I brick by 1 mana again, because remember, Lion's Eye Diamond doesn't work with cards in hand. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Wait, does this work with Helm of Awakening? Maybe I'm just crazy. No, we fizzled, right? 4, 5. I'm 1 short? So sick. In fact, once again, I shouldn't have played out the Helm of Awakening if this is what I was going to go for. We should have just untapped, or rather passed and waited for next turn. Yeah, I messed up again, jeez. One, 2, 3, 4. This costs 5. I guess I can cycle the Savai. Burgie. Alright, well. 10 spells and pass. Your move, opponent. Archon of Cruelty, Chupacabra, Sword, Diamond. They do have a counterspell. Man, oh man, alive. I don't know if I messed up there or if I just bricked. I don't think there was a way for me to get there. The mess up was playing Helm of Awakening after realizing I couldn't get there. That was the mistake, because now they have access to all the Helm of Awakening value, yeah. Here we go. Like, if they just have a Mind Twist for my entire hand, that's going to be really bad. That's not that bad. As long as they don't have forces, we don't care about that. As long as they don't draw a free counter, that doesn't matter. Okay. Maybe we got lucky. Maybe we still win. Black. Float. Black. Black. Float. Black. Citadel. If this resolved, we probably still win. All right. Assuming we are now good to go. Land for turn. Ooh. Double land on top was bad. Let's see. We can Foff for 3. Or maybe I want to... No, we can hold the Burgie for the... Horn, maybe. Remember, Fact or Fiction is not drawing cards, so we're not going to trigger their Consecrated Sphinx with it. Yeah, we want the Tendrils pile. Float black, Rakdos Signet off the top, flicker the Citadel, or Relic rather. Let's see, we can float for black horn, flicker a relic, discard a land, get 2 cards off the top, discard a land, get 2 more garbage cards off the top, hit Talisman, hit Dak, great, float black, Dak, flicker relic, cast Tutor off the top, target relic, float blue. Doesn't matter, right? Doesn't really matter. As long as we just cast everything in our deck at this point, it's a win. Which we can do pretty easily. Let's spell 7. Spell 8. Spell 9. Spell 10. Spell 11. And Tendrils. And then we can also kill them with the Citadel as well. All right. Brrrah. Game actions. Okay. The deck is performing despite some unfortunate circumstances, some of which being my own plays, others of which being unfortunate draws. But, you know, we're 1 game away from a trophy. Let's see if we can get it here. This is not a keepable hand. I do like the 2 lands and a Signet, but we got to go down to 6 with that one. That is a keepable 6, but not a great 6. Got to pitch the Time Warp there. And this might be a game where we just run out the Helm of Awakening and pray. Mystical Tutor looking very weak here as well. Okay, island's a great start. Triome and swamp. Okay. LED is also good here. I think we're pretty happy playing the draw go game for a little while. Ah, okay. Well, I'm not going to cast Tutor in response. I have too many goodies in my hand. This is going to be a tough pick for them, I think. Like, maybe you just take Lion's Eye Diamond if you're them. Taking Time Twister, I still have Mystical. Taking Mystical, I still have Time Twister. I guess Cat is a pretty unique effect, but it's actually not good in this hand. Helm of Awakening could also... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What did they take? Oh, they did take the Helm. Oh, I accidentally F6'd my turn. Oh, no. Whoops, I just accidentally skipped my turn there. I gave them a free roll. That's too bad. They have Shinobi? Oh, they do. Okay. Dak and Signet. Oh my god. Well, I'm guessing we're not going to win this one anymore. Even if I hadn't accidentally skipped my turn, the Shinobi is a huge beating. And they still have the click in hand. That has to deal damage to a player. So actually... Run out the Narset, say go. They might attack Narset with Shinobi instead. Which means they wouldn't get a trigger here. No, they're going to go face. All right. Two lands. There we go. That's what we like to see. Him. Oh, they hit Time Twister and Tutor off of him. Are you kidding? And they must have a counter because they're not active, or they're not playing out their click. Yep, as expected. So what I can do here is Lion's Eye Diamond, Talisman, hold priority, fetch, float red, Wheel of Fortune their hand away, and I get to draw fresh 7. Yeah, we're looking pretty dead here. I go to 3. I also gave them Talisman to note. Bergie and Relic. Yeah, looks like me missing my 1 turn might not have mattered all that much. Oh, and they have a Time Warp of their own. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Yes, so... The Shinobi is a huge problem, but I don't think there's much I can do about that. I can bring in the Brazen, but I don't think that's great. Yeah, let's run it back. Game 3, final round. Oh, yeah. That's not good enough. That's not bad, actually. Actually, well, no. do we want to... We want to keep the High Tide in our deck. Mox the Foff. I think we're going to go with Bergie next turn into wheel. I guess it depends on what they do. If they just play tap land, it's probably just safest to go for the wheel. Knowing that they have a hymn and stuff in their deck. Oh, Mana Vault. Yeah, that's bad too. Oh, that is so tempting. I'm going to go for the greed. I don't know if this is right, but it's the fun play. Most definitely the fun play. Please tap out of your blue for something. Just play our Signet. Uh-oh. Oh. Well, Jace Bounce Bergie is not that bad. That's fine. I mean, do I just replay it or do I wheel? I feel like now's the time to helm into wheel. Okay. They did have a counterspell in their hand. Thank God that's gone. Bad news here for me is that I can't Citadel next turn. It's going to take 2 turns unless I draw another like ritual effect. And they're going to Fate Seal. Fate Sealing's okay, I think. Gosh, these matchups are so bad for us. Everybody's got so much interaction. Maybe they just untap their Mana Vault this turn. Darn. Hardcast Shinobi. I mean, it's not going to get better if I wait, but I think I have to wait here while they're not doing anything except using Jace. Yep. Keep Fate Sealing. 7 cards in their hand still. Just land pass is so bad for us. Alright, they have a little bit of pressure now with open mana. Time Twister. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so we play LED. We go for Twister. Presumably this gets countered. Mana Leak. Okay. I will actually pay. Spell Pierce. I can actually pay for the Pierce too, but I don't think I'm supposed to. Not with Lion's Eye Diamond anyways. Oh, gosh. How much counter magic do they have? Please, just Fate Seal me and play Consecrated Sphinx. I guess I should have played my land first. Ugh. Jace is 2 turns away from ultimate. Oh, didn't they have a Time Warp in their deck too? I think they did. Please be Sphinx. Okay, that's fine. 1 mana up. This is our chance. This is our opportunity. Float. Black, black. 1. Citadel. Let's go. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, we hit Mystical Tutor off the top 2, so we can chain the instance. Oh my god! In response. That is sick. We almost have the win now. Is there another instance I can High Tide, I think? Yeah, like High Tide while the Mind's Desire is in this on the stack and it's not shuffled yet. Bro. Can we do it? We don't need to hit much off of High Tide, or rather Mind's Desire, but we only get 2 hits, but we get 2 more shuffles as well. Oh my god, please work. Sadly, all of these instants were casting in response. Oh, they're gonna cast a spell? Oh, they're bouncing the Citadel in response. Okay. Wait, why didn't they do that sooner? Hey, hit a Time Spiral. How much mana do I have here? 7, 8. Oh, but I'm missing black, aren't I? I mean, I get to Tendrils them for 7 and then Time Spiral. So 14, they go to 1. The question is, do I need to float more mana? I don't think so. I think we just spiral now. Give them infinite triggers of Consecrated Sphinx. And then we just go Talisman, go grab our, whatchamacallit, Tendrils, and we win. Whew, that feels so grand, so good. The important thing this game was baiting out the spells prior to going for it. All right, GG's. GG's, baby. That is a 3-0 Forcing Storm. I told you this is my favorite thing to do in this version of the cube. That is a long video, so we will say thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. Made some mistakes along the way, but overall we still pulled off the 3-0, so can't be too unhappy with that. Take a peek at the deck one more time. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to check out all of my other videos here on the Card Kingdom YouTube channel. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.